Hi, welcome back. In our story yesterday, Jasmine and Jose used a thermometer to check the temperature. A thermometer is a tool that we use for measuring temperature. You might have seen a thermometer like this when you get your temperature taken at the doctor's office or maybe at home. This kind of thermometer is used to measure the temperature when you're cooking. So I can put this part into a piece of meat, and then the temperature tells me when the meat is safely cooked. Jasmine and Jose's thermometer looked more like this. This is made of a glass tube, a long skinny glass tube, and that red stuff in there in the bulb is called mercury. I'm going to turn it a little bit so that you can see the red line. When mercury heats up, it expands and it moves up the thin glass tube. If I hold this just right, you can see the red line in the video. The top of the line tells us what the temperature is. Now, I don't have an outdoor thermometer like Jasmine and Jose did, but I'm going to try and make my own today so that I can see if there's really a temperature difference between a sunny spot in my yard and a shady spot. Now, if you want to make one yourself, here's what you'll need. A glass bottle, a clear plastic straw, some modeling clay, and water with food coloring. I'm going to make 2 thermometers so that I can see if there's a difference between a sunny spot and a shady spot in my yard. I'm also going to use a ruler and a permanent marker so that I can mark some lines on the straw. Now this is optional, but I'm going to take my straw and mark a little line at each inch along the straw so that I can tell more easily if there's a change in the level of the water in the straws. Just like this. The next thing to do is to pour some colored water into the jar. Because I'm doing 2, I made sure to put the same amount of water in each jar. Then I put my straws in them. The last step is to seal the top of the bottle with modeling clay so that just the straw is sticking out. I tried some different ways to seal the jar, but clay was the only thing I found that worked. Once my bottles were ready, I set one of them outside in a shady spot and one of them outside in a sunny spot. At 10:15, there's no change in my shady bottle. But look what's happened in the bottle in the sunlight. The red water is starting to move up the straw. At 12 o'clock, still no change in the shady bottle. But let's look at the sunny bottle. The red water has moved up past the first line, even higher than it was at 10:15. This is evidence that it is much warmer in the sunny spot in my yard than it is in the shady spot.